Hey everyone, it's Lawrence Mack here, real estate broker out of Mississauga and Toronto, and founder of Real Estate Rookies. And I'm here today with Bita from Stonegate Properties. How are you doing?
I'm well, Lawrence. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Today we're going to talk about selling your tenanted property. It's a very important thing here in Ontario because tenants do have a lot of rights. As a landlord or as a realtor representing the landlord, you want to make sure that you know what you can and can't do and make sure that you're on the right side of the legal equation.
In this presentation, we're going to be talking about listing a tenanted property. My name is Bita Di Lisi. I will tell you a little bit of background about myself. My path started in real estate in and around 2004, 2005, when I obtained my real estate license. So just like every other realtor, what I did was I volunteered to manage their property. And through that path, me and my husband, Rob, we started a property management company. And through our management company and managing our landlords, our clients' investment, we often attended the landlord and tenant board. And 9 times out of 10, our matters would get dismissed at the board because we were not paralegals or lawyers. So because I love learning so much, I went back to school and I obtained my paralegal license. I obtained my paralegal license so that I can assist my own landlord and investor clients with an added service as a legal representative. And then my business just shifted. I wasn't selling real estate anymore. I was being approached by a lot of broker of records, managers, and being asked to train their agents with respect to landlord and tenancy matters, because to teach agents how to deal with the landlord and tenancy matters. Now, all I do is our firm provides support, legal support to realtors and their clients. And here are the top 3 questions that we get asked at least daily, at least 1 or 2 of these, if not all 3 daily, from agents. Sometimes the agents call me and say, hey, Bita, can we evict the tenant to sell a property? Or the tenant isn't allowing for showings. Can we kick them out? Or the landlord's lease is coming to an end. Can we give the tenant notice to move out? And the hard answer to all these 3 questions is a hard no. No, you can't evict a tenant to sell a property. No, you can't kick out a tenant because they're not allowing for showings. And no, you can't give a tenant notice to move out because their lease is coming to an end. You see, tenants have security of tenure. This is actually in the Residential Tenancies Act. Security of tenure. What that means is that they are entitled and allowed to continue their tenancy after the initial 1-year lease term to an end. Now, instead of having a fixed term tenancy, the relationship changes to a month-to-month tenancy moving forward. A tenancy can only be terminated in 1 of 3 ways. Okay, so number 1, if the tenant decides to leave and gives notice. Number 2, if the landlord and tenant mutually agree to end the tenancy. And number 3, by way of a court or board order. Before we dive into the presentation, I want to talk briefly about guaranteeing vacant possession. A lot of agents don't know that there is no such thing, or there's no such guarantee to providing vacant possession, especially on a tenanted property, because all bets are riding on that tenant for that tenant to move out so that the seller landlord can provide vacant possession.